Hello, everybody. Okay, so we're now recording. So, what I wanted to talk tonight about was I can feel it already with the elections. I really feel the fact that I have a lot less traction on all of my posts every single day. And unless it's something that's like super left wing, right wing, to invoke people's like anger right now, because at least in California, people are really angry with the Trump win here. So it's been difficult to kind of get traction and people aren't feeling inspired. They're not feeling like they want to be inspired either. They're feeling really pissed off. Half the country is, I'm sure. So I wanted to talk about what our plan is to continue to keep momentum up and not lose momentum, and also not get caught up in the drama and kind of the BS of it all. Are you going to sit next to me? Danny's gracing us with his presence tonight. So, and not get drawn into that. I know it's been hard for some people, especially people who are very political. I don't know how you guys feel or who you voted for, and it doesn't matter. I love you guys all the same because you're good people, and I wish that was the stance that some people were taking, but a lot of people are not. They're in an angry state right now, and that's fine, but we still have to move forward. So I wanted to talk, and see what everyone's plans are for the next, the rest of this month and next month, and also talk about how we want to further improve our challenge group that we all have going together, which I think is going really well, and I'm really stoked about it. So what else was I going to say? Pushing past the election and still come out on top. So I wanted to kind of do a little round robin. Brianne, what are your thoughts? And what are you doing?
I would just say that I'm finding it's more important now than ever to do more one-on-one. It's funny that you say that. I just looked at my posts, and not one person has liked maybe the last 3, and I didn't know why. And then I was like, okay, because of the election, everybody is stuck on that. So in a way, I'm trying to push more towards one-on-one conversations and talking with people that way, and maybe use that election in a positive way to start a conversation with them, to then veer towards forming and getting them going. So, because if that's what people are using to conversate and that kind of thing, because that's the big deal right now, maybe use that in our favor of, so how did you vote? And then, but just one-on-one conversations are more important now more than ever.
Yeah. And I feel like consistency is key. I really feel like maintaining the consistency. I am always here for everybody. I am here unconditionally, and continuing to put that positivity out, because it will show. I've gotten some, saucy comments from some people, and, some people being sarcastic, like, well, Hitler happened, and the Holocaust happened, and on a comment of mine. And I was like, that doesn't mean that I can't control me right now. So people are being a little saucy on social media, and we just need to push past that and continue to see the light, continue to help others, start to see that light again, who maybe, they're feeling like they're in a dark place, whatever it is, however they're feeling.
Dun, 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 dun. Sorry.
Oh, Darla, look what the cat dragged in. Quite literally with the cat.
Literally with the kitty dragon.
So I think that maintaining that consistency and the positivity. I loved Darla's post today. It cracked me up about the politics and stuff. And if this continues on my page, I might say it's time to move forward. Let's stop, please.
Or something along the lines of I'm just upset about the election and how it went down, and I get my aggressions out by working out, and I felt a lot better, before, do a post maybe before the elections and after, and kind of run with it that way.
Yeah, because I haven't done any political posts about who I'm for or against or how I feel, because I just want to keep it off. And some people have strong enough feelings where they want to incorporate that into their and some people have chosen not to mention the elections at all. Like I think Danielle Natoni hasn't said a thing about the elections. Lindsay Stay up until recently said that. So yeah, I mean, even Lindsay Matway, she's talking about her baby, which of course, you know, that's like most important right now for her, which I agree with. So also, Brianne, what are you feeling with the challenge group? What are your challengers feeling and your other coaches that are in the group? And what do you think we should do to continue to keep the momentum going?
Pretty much just what we're doing. I mean, we saw a friend of mine that is under Amanda, Misha. She hasn't worked out in a really long time, and how she said that, you know, this group is keeping her going, and from the things that she's done before haven't worked. Like that's a huge, it kind of just for me personally to keep moving, because you know what, no matter what, even if people aren't commenting on our stuff or seeing it, like for me to check in and post my lunch, I'm like, crap, people are watching, you know, and just because they don't comment or post or say anything, then they're still watching. So it kind of is that accountability of keeping me accountable and how I can help. So I was going to say too, is I don't know if you guys saw, but I was trying to be funny that I actually was laughing because it was so hot that I did beast cardio today, and it was so hot that I was like, I'm working out in my chonies. Pants, who needs pants? So I was trying to make people laugh and kind of think outside the box of like, you know, who needs pants? Because everybody's so serious. So to try and get you know, the morale. And for me, that was vulnerable because it was like, oh my goodness, like I'm talking, you know. And I told my boss, and she's like, I hope you didn't like post a picture. I said, no. I was just trying to get everybody to laugh. So try to lighten the mood and keep everybody going. So
yeah, exactly. Keep it. And that's why I did a political post in our group, is because I didn't want to just act like things aren't happening. And I just wanted to continue with the positive.
She's my number one fan.
That's why I made a political post on I think Wednesday morning. I'm sure you guys all saw it. It was just about like, let's continue to remember why we're here, but let's, you know, I understand if you're upset, let's use that as fuel, or if you're excited, whatever it is, you know, just let's move forward together and know that we're all here for you unconditionally. You know, I just wanted to say something about it and just address it, because I felt like it is kind of a big thing, you know, so I didn't want to just pretend like we have our heads in the sand, you know, and everything's sunshine and roses 24/7.
I was going to try and make a suggestion that just popped into my head of maybe, you know, to gain the momentum again, do some like small, fun little contest just to get everybody, you know, whether it be gift cards or programs or just little things we got back from Summit, something to just kind of get everybody back, you know, hey, tag me and the coach that brought you here, or whoever. And just say, you know, the winner gets a small prize, whatever it may be. Because then you get people back into, hey, you know, really wanting to check in and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I agree. I think that would be great. Pam, you're up.
Well, I talked to Darla today, so I've already told her all of my stuff. But I've got a clean eating a clean eating before Thanksgiving, just coming up with clean eating ideas for Thanksgiving. And, of course, keep the group going. Carl made the suggestion that he's going to do a 21-day fix in December, which I thought was a really good idea because that leads right up to Christmas. I think he's going to start it on the 5th. I think that's what I saw. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and look. But anyway, I thought that was a really good idea for another group in December. And I didn't know if we were going to do another group again or exactly what was going to happen after this 30 days.
I feel like we were going to kind of wait and see how it works. You know,
Okay.
We can see how people felt, what they want to do. And if people end up breaking off into like a couple people in a couple different groups, you know, that would be fine too, you know. So I don't know, just kind of whatever everyone wants to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've got one lady that I'm talking to, and I'm thinking the 21-day fix would be really good for her. And she's thinking about it. And so I thought if I could kind of put a bug in her ear that there was another group starting up, that might give her the incentive to get her stuff together and go ahead and get her challenge pack or whatever.
Yeah, that would be great.
So,
And Brianne, you already have your ticket to Summit? You don't? And are you on a wait list? Why?
They don't.
Oh, wait. Sorry. I think you unmuted and I
Sorry.
unmuted. Go
They
on.
don't have a wait list yet. I'm planning to get it when my tax return comes in January. So
Okay.
I'm going.
Pam, what about you?
I'm either hoping for Christmas present or when tax money comes in.
Okay, cool. I just want to know that you guys had a plan.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So, Pam, what is your goals for the rest of the month then with overall with your who people that are watching you and stuff?
Hopefully just start a whole lot of conversations. That's my goal right now. Like Brianne said, it's just that one-on-one, because right now everybody is so wrapped up in the election and the political stuff, and I just don't have time for that foolishness. So just don't go there. But Instagram seems to be going well. I'm getting a couple of messages back from that, so that's kind of encouraging. And it's always encouraging when Joel and Jericho like your stuff, so
Awesome.
that always is a good thing.
I wanted to also, it popped into my head to ask both of you, when was the last time both of you did a public challenge group invite?
A public challenge group invite?
Last week.
Right before this one started.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you're doing at least 1 to 2 a month. Okay.
Right before this one started, and that's why I'm trying to figure out when the next one's going to start so I can go ahead and start advertising for it.
We can start it whenever you want. We can do one at the end of this month. What's the date today? November.
So I'm starting one hopefully the 21st.
Yeah, we should do one on the 21st or the 28th, and then again another one right before Christmas, or right after Christmas.
People always come to me at the end of the month for some reason.
Yeah, that would be great if we could do that. And
well, the second is on a Friday, right? Is that right?
December 2nd?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a Friday.
The second's on a Friday. So if you started it on that Monday, that would be the 5th. So
Okay.
if you started a 21-day fixed group on the 5th, it would run right into Christmas.
That would be a good one. That's a good idea. Okay, cool. Well, then, yeah, we have a little plan.
Sorry.
We have a little plan if we all want to. Oh wow, my face! It just like zoomed in on my face. We're right. I can't even look at this right now. I can't focus on that. So I don't even know what to say. Darla, you're up next.
Ouch. I am.
Yes.
Well, my calendar is in the car, but I have things on my
Unacceptable.
Pardon
You
me?
came late and unprepared. This is unacceptable.
Would you like me to go get it?
No.
Just kidding.
No, because I want to go to bed.
Oh, gosh. So, what I thought was I wanted to do before Thanksgiving. Shh. You're interrupting me. What I thought before Thanksgiving, shut up, is do like take your favorite things. I'm sorry, I cannot concentrate. Please mute yourself. Thank you. Before Thanksgiving, do like take your favorite Thanksgiving recipe, kind of like a free fun group, and try to make it clean. Excuse me. Excuse me. Unacceptable again, I know. Kind of like instead of doing, loaded baked potatoes, what can you do differently? You can add, skip the butter, skip the cream and the sour cream and all that, and maybe, add like a little bit of cheese or something, or, sweet potatoes, instead of adding a ton of butter and a ton of sugar, try to make a little bit of cinnamon or make them differently, and try to kind of deconstruct a horrible Thanksgiving recipe and make it a little bit healthier.
Yeah.
So that's what I kind of thought before Thanksgiving. And then, of course, you and I had talked about, possibly start, all the, I am lax on some of them, but I have been doing more forming, is taking some of the people I've been contacting, and then do that opportunity call towards the, that last weekend in November, I think.
I'd like to do that too. We can do a public post for an opportunity call. What day do you guys want to do that?
I was thinking the week after Thanksgiving, because it's kind of like the crazy leading up to Thanksgiving is over.
What is that, the 26th?
Yeah, anytime that week.
Because
Tuesday night, possibly.
Tuesday night, the 29th. Yeah, we could do that.
How about a Sunday night?
Sunday night? Sure.
We can try, but I don't know how many people you're going to get in the Sunday night.
We could do
one. I don't know if people are getting ready for their kids all ready for school and stuff and getting things prepared for the next day. I don't know how big. We can try it.
Okay. Yeah.
And try maybe an encore call.
That's true. If we do one Sunday, and we can also do another one on Tuesday. That's fine.
And then the week after Thanksgiving, I forgot the date I have exactly on the calendar, was due. I remember one of the coaches that spoke on National Wake Up Call said, try to do different challenge groups, and just get yourself out there and get yourself, I guess, more algorithm in their feeds and start doing kind of like fun things that have nothing to do with health and fitness, but kind of get people, in your circle and start giving them like free ideas that does not have to do with eating or fitness, especially, during the holidays, make it a little more fun and light. So I was thinking about, everybody likes to decorate or do a craft or something that they can give as a gift. I forgot what the name of the group was because it's in the car, but do like some kind of a little group, invite people and say, what is something that you've done, kind of give everybody a chance to share that you've given as gifts, so it's kind of easy on the pocketbook and, in this economy, what can you do to lighten the load for the Christmas holidays? It's kind of like, can you make a quick gift? Or, because I know when Pam and I lived closer together, we would make like cookies and the little loaves of like a sweet bread or something like that, like cranberry, whatever bread or pumpkin bread or something like that. You give those away as gifts. I used to take it's not the press and seal, but the little thing that you would, it would seal its own little bags. It's hard to find the bags for it now. I forgot what they're called. They suck the air out, and I would get a big, like 2 pounds of coffee, and I would make little bags and put the coffee in there and suck the air out. So it's kind of like a little cryovac package, and put that in there with the bread and get a little muff. And that was a great gift, and it was under like $2 or $3. So, who doesn't like to get, a little tiny loaf of bread and a nice mug, a little bag or something. And just do kind of like a gift thing. It has nothing to do with health and fitness, but just putting that out there, like community thing.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And also just being a giving person. For example, there was this girl, so I mentioned in one of my posts when I had first started my whole get up at 6 a.m. thing, I had mentioned that, I didn't sleep well last night, but I'm up at 6 a.m. anyway, blah, blah, blah. Well, this girl who works for Young Living Essential Oils sent me a private message, and we've kind of messaged back and forth a couple times. She sent me a private message, and she said, girl, I'm so inspired by you, making this your goal and everything. If you could send me your address, I would love to send you a little roller of a mixture that I make to roll onto my wrists and behind my ears to help me sleep at night. And I absolutely love it. And I would love to send a little something to you to help you get to sleep at night. And there was she wrote a little card for it. She wrote a card about where to do it and how like I'm, awesome and I'm inspiring her, blah, blah, blah. And she asked for nothing in return. That was it. There was nothing. She followed up and asked me, has it helped at all? And I said, yes. And then that was it. And so I brought up the rest of the essential oil, questions. She's answered a lot of questions that I've had about essential oils. So it just doing something for someone without expecting anything in return. And that is a big, Darla, you're frozen.
I'm not frozen. I'm here. I was looking for the picture. I thought I would post it in the group.
you have a saucy facial expression that is frozen right now on the screen.
Hang on.
Oh,
Hang
no, don't do a thing. I want to take a picture of this.
Did you really? I'm going to hurt you.
Oh, yeah, that's a good picture. Oh, there you are.
Awesome.
That's so classic. I'm texting that to everybody. Anyway, so
Uh-huh.
I just sent it to you. Okay.
Jeez.
Anyway, so it was just a great example of doing something and expecting nothing in return. Brianne, oh yeah. The one I have for Darla is even better. There we go.
Oh my gosh, what have you done?
Anyway, so just to show an example of expecting nothing in return. Oh, why?
Oh, where'd it go? Hang on. I was trying to share it. All right, never mind. I shared. Oh my gosh, how many times are you going to send me this picture?
So I'm really sorry for people that are listening to this recording.
That was my calendar. I shared it, by the way.
It's just an example of doing something nice for someone and expecting nothing in return, and it does make a difference. For example, someone that I went to nursing school with, I sent her 4 packets of Shakeology. I know that's not financially feasible for some people, but if it is for you, I understand that Shay Stanford and a few other people have mentioned I always charge because people won't see the value in it if you don't charge for it and if you just give it to them. Okay, you're frozen again and I'm taking another photo.
Stop it. I'm trying. I'm listening.
That's so classic.
There's going to be another finger that's going to go up.
So anyway, I sent her 4 of them and I've been following up with her. How are you doing? Because she's had kidney stones since she started her job nursing because she's not taking care of herself. And we've been talking, she and I have been talking for over a year about her maybe joining and doing PIO or something. And I just sent her 4 samples because she said, I'm ready. I'm having health issues. Like I now might have to have surgery to have a stone removed from my ureter. And that's a huge deal. So, and it's all because she's not taking care of herself. And so I expect nothing in return from her. I wanted her to try it every day for all 4 days in a row. I sent her some ideas for, how to mix it up and how to blend it and what to make with it. And that was that. So doing small things and expecting nothing in return. Yeah, if it's a little sample that Darla's talking about or something, it's also that time of year anyway where people are open to receiving those and not going like, what do you want from me? Why are you acting weird and giving me stuff? So because it's a giving time of year anyway. So that would be, and that's another one of my plans for the rest of the year is to help spread the kindness and spread that. So, Darla, did you have some more to say before you may or may not freeze again?
Ha ha ha. I just try to share my calendar. I don't know. I just think at this time of the year, I've been doing this for long as Brianne. I'm approaching my 3-year mark. And I just know that, there's some years that everybody's like a little more happier than other years. And I have not, I guess, been a coach during an election year where obviously everything was so polarized. But, I think everyone's just still going to be a little bit pissy, towards Christmas. So we need to bring humor, light, brevity, no matter what side of the fence you're on. I'm not asking, I don't want to know. But it's just, I think, everyone has their own issues with this. So as much as you can do to kind of bring back the spirit of togetherness and, as far as, this person X as a person, I've, like you said, a little gift. I value, your friendship, your participation. I know if Pamela listens to the recording, I'm in one of her first challenge groups. And so she bought little gifts for participation. They're thinking, she said, I need to get the engagement up. So she did a little thing with, I said, we'll do the point system where if they post, a live workout, they get X amount of points. if they post, drinking Shakeology or eating right or something, X amount of points. So she had, obviously, I'm not included in that. That's fine. I didn't want to be included in that. But she got little gift cards for people and put it in a nice note and gave a couple of samples of Shakeology to those who weren't drinking it and a little recipe card. So they're going to get that in the mail. And I hope that one person who hasn't gotten hers yet doesn't listen to this phone call. But, one person got that. I should put it, one person got that. And she said it'll be nice because, if they don't have a shaker cup or if they don't have something they need, they can go, to the store and buy, the almond milk, the banana, whatever, to do the recipe. So I thought that was kind of cute. And she said it didn't cost her much money at all. It wasn't a huge gift card. But she just said, just putting that in the mail, that little bit of intention to that challenger, they're going to remember that statement that, they're going to remember what you said. They're going to remember how you made them feel. So I just think at this time, no matter what, it's kind of, I guess going a little bit beyond what you can. It's not exactly about money and sending people things. Like you said, it's just giving back. It's sharing information. It's being real with another person. And like I said, giving of self and information and time.
And people will remember how you've made them feel. I have been talking to this woman for over a year, about her health and how she, and she's having this health scare, and so she knows that I have now made her feel important. I've made her feel, I've helped inspire her to feel like, okay, I really need to take my health into my own hands. So that's a great feeling. And people do remember that. And that's part of you and your brand is not just who you are, Danielle Natoni, AKA Fit and Funky. It's who she is behind that, which is why I shared that video of her, the What You See Is What You Get, where she went live and then her husband popped in,
Which is not bad scenery.
No. No.
Just a little giving back to the world. Yes. I will remember how that screenshot made me feel, Catherine.
Good.
Yeah.
So it's that's even more than just your brand, in general. It's how you've made people feel. That's part of your brand, in my opinion. So I think that that's really important. So whatever you can do to make people feel special. And if you don't have a lot of money, I totally get that. A card, if you buy a 10-pack of little, set of cards and just a card, it's a lot cheaper. But Mr. sees how I'm doing on Shakeology and should I not say it out loud? And just keep going. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, making people feel special with just a card. If you don't have a lot of money, that's fine. A card is amazing. I love Valency sends me cards all the time and I love it. So, you don't have to send Shakeology. You don't have to send a gift. It's just about making people feel special. So yeah, it's, that's the best advice I think we should do, we can put out there is to spread the positivity, do what we can, get creative with how to add value to people's lives, even if it's just making them feel better,
Can I say something else too? Is that
you cannot.
There was a I don't remember where I saw it. It was a team, not a team call, I don't know, National Wake Up Call maybe. They were talking about, and I was telling Pamela this the other day, they were talking about how, when you, it was the Brittany Leggett, I caught up on it later, that, when they're already sending us like ads and stuff for Christmas, like the Toys R Us pamphlet and that kind of thing. And I was telling Pamela, like, we need to get creative in how we post things because, come Christmas, I want to have somebody say, hey, who do I call? Because that's what I want to get as a gift for someone. And I've already had a couple of people do that. So still being consistent in posting, not just necessarily health and fitness, like you said, but, kind of those, I think it was Lindsay Matway that said it when she was talking about, she's already looking at those flyers that are coming in the mail of like,
the surge.
Maybe I should throw this one out. And, that just popped into my head of, hey, I want to be the person that come Christmas, they're like, hey, let me go to Brienne because that seems to work for her. And
it seems like, I don't know about you guys, but everybody that around me is pretty much trying to do stuff ahead of time this year for some reason. I'm always late. But they want to do it ahead of time. So I've had one or two people try and get Country Heat for Christmas presents and quarter force. So, just think of that, of how I'm trying to think of positive and helpful ways of how I can make that post and keep it going. So.
Yeah. And that's a great point and also giving people shout outs. Like I did a post when this girl sent me that the little roller to help me sleep. I did a post about it and I was showing like just the outside of the card and the thing. And I was like, I just want to give a shout out to Tori. Like she's incredibly sweet and adorable. And she sent this to me because she saw that I had trouble falling asleep. Like, giving that to somebody, it just creates a good environment, especially since they're also small business people and, having a good rapport with everyone in general. So does anybody have any other input or say for the rest of the year or anything they'd like to include in our challenge group that we've got going on right now? All right. Well, then we're ending a little earlier than usual, but that's fine. Well, I hope you guys have a great evening. Pam and Darla, I expect your demeanor to be more acceptable next time.
I was on time. Darla was late.
That's true.
Well, I'm sorry. At like 16 till, I thought, I'll just run up here the store that's 2 minutes up the road and get cat food.
Well, Pam, your cackling was unacceptable as well.
It was.
You weren't muted, okay?
She's frozen again.
I am not frozen again.
No, she said it won't happen again.
Oh, I thought she said I'm frozen again. But there was heckling. I was heckled. I should protest now. I was heckled by you.
Hey, we have people protesting in Oakland right now, so go ahead, join some of the masses here in protest.
The high schools near me, I almost ran over by high school students today because all 3 high schools in our city protested.
Oh gosh. Well, I'm going to stop the recording and then we can. All right. Thanks, guys.